Good morning, everybody. So, I camped here last night, right next to this stream and this water source. I can show you that water source here. Thankfully, it wasn't necessary for me to use this spring since I have this stream, which I'm about to cross over to get my hike started for day 2. So I mentioned it in my last video, but day 1 was pretty intense. I had to get over Miller Peak and Miller Mountain in general. My goal was to get out of the snow, and I achieved that goal, although I had to do that through some night hiking. And I was so tired at the end of the day that I mostly just talked about that. But I did want to mention that it was a pretty awesome day. I saw about a dozen other hikers out there. Maybe 6 or 7 of those folks are attempting the full northbound through hike. A couple other people were out there supporting them, which is really cool to see. I didn't get everybody's name, but I did pass an older gentleman who goes by Storm Mocker. It's his trail name. He says it's because he mocks the storm, and I believe him. He said he's hiked more long trails than he can list. I believe that too. I think if I have the story right, he was within the first 100 people to complete the PCT back in the late 70s. Again, pretty amazing. I met Stormmocker because I was struggling through a section of snow that was in the sun. Every other step was a post hole, and he was ahead of me. And then whenever I caught up to him, he said, I stopped because I wanted to take a picture so I could explain to people what these conditions are like. So I needed another hiker to come by so that I could take that picture, and I was happy to provide that service for him, that he has a photo of me suffering out there. Pretty fun. And then he gave me a $2 bill, and I think he said it was some kind of tradition to give hikers $2 bills, maybe new hikers, since I did tell him it was my first through hike. So now I have a $2 bill. He said, if you're ultralight, you can know that it is lighter than 2 $1 bills. All right, let's keep going. Okay, this is really exciting. I'm reaching my first Arizona Trail gate. One of the interesting things about this trail is that there are a lot of gates along the trail. It goes through a large amount of grazing land, ranch land. So there are cows, tons of cows, I think. Go through the gate. You always have to make sure that you close the gate. Okay, that's a milestone. Definitely want to make sure I stay on trail. Hi, cows. How's it going? Hello. Turns out that I should not have seen those cows or gone through the gate, which is actually just there. You can see it behind me. Because I was supposed to make a turn to a different trail well before that. So got off trail, a little bit of extra hiking. But now I know the trail is ahead of me, and we'll keep on going. Yesterday, a couple of guys I met who were from Auburn told me unsolicited advice, but you know what, I'll take it. They said one of the most important things is to stop every 2 hours, whether you feel like you need it or not, and eat something. I'm about 2 hours and 40 minutes in to the day, and
So I'm not quite there, but I still feel like it's good advice, and I'll try and do it most of the time. So today is kind of a special day for me, or an important day, significant day. And if I'm going to be vlogging this journey, part of that for me is being vulnerable, being open, and sharing a little bit about my story. So today would have been my son Peter's 22nd birthday. Unfortunately, and very unexpectedly, he did not make it. We lost him at full term, so very close to 9 months of pregnancy. My now ex-wife and I, the mother of all my other children, we were really young. I was 21 at the time. We got married young, got pregnant right away. Young people, am I right? And that was a really traumatic incident at the time. And I think if that was the end of the story, then it would be a really sad story. And it was sad at the time, heart-wrenching, and really difficult. But if that event had not occurred, then I would not have the 3 children that I do have. We had to make a hard choice about whether we leave children off the table or try again right away. We decided we wanted to have kids, so we were going to give it a shot. And young people, am I right? My daughter was born in 2002, and then I had 2 sons after that. My daughter Evelina, or we're in Arizona, so maybe it's pronounced Javelina. If you know, you know. She's an amazing woman. She's at university. She's about to spend spring break in Paris, going abroad for the first time. It's really exciting. And I have 2 boys. Casey, named after me. Not exactly my choice. It was actually his mom's desire to name him after me, and I just said, well, first of all, you're doing all the hard work, so it's your choice. You get to decide, but as long as we don't call him Junior or Little, and that has stuck. And then David, my youngest, who's still in high school, going to be a welder, in studying welding and really loving it. I love all my kids. They're amazing. They bring so much joy to my life. And without that first traumatic incident, they would not be the children that I have. And I'm really glad to have them. So today is a day to celebrate. I wanted to share that. I don't know if you've gone through anything similar. If you have, it's heart-wrenching. I know. And you may not have a silver lining, and you don't have to, but I appreciate mine. But I think this break is almost over. Now it's time for me to keep on hiking.